I served a tough and valuable apprenticeship working as a roustabout and tool dresser in the oil fields in 1910 and 1911. But I didn't go into the oil business for myself until September 1914. I had but recently returned to the United States after attending Oxford University in England for 2 years. My original intent was to enter the U.S. diplomatic service, but I deferred that plan in order to try my luck as an independent operator, a wildcatter in Oklahoma. The times were favorable. It was a bonanza era for the burgeoning American petroleum industry. A lusty, brawling, pioneering spirit still prevailed in the oil fields. The great oil rush continued with unabated vigor and was given added impetus by the war that had broken out in Europe that year. Primitive boomtowns dotted the Oklahoma countryside. Many bore bare-knuckled frontier-era names such as those of the four Wright towns: Drum Right, Drop Right, All Right, and Damn Right. Streets and roads were unpaved. Rivers of mushy clay and mud in spring and winter, and sun-baked, rutted tracks perpetually shrouded by billowing clouds of harsh red or yellow dust in summer. Duck-board sidewalks outside the more prosperous business establishments and the gambling halls were viewed as the ultimate in civic improvements. The atmosphere was identical to that which historians describe as prevailing in the California goldfields during the 1849 gold rush. In Oklahoma, the fever was to find oil, not gold, and it was an epidemic. There were few indeed, not gold. There were few indeed who were immune to the contagion. Fortunes were being made and lost daily. It was not unusual for a penniless wildcatter, down to his last bit and without cash or credit, to buy more, to drill another 100 feet and bring in a well that made him a rich man. A lease which sold for a few $100s one afternoon, sometimes increased in value 100-fold or even 1,000-fold by the next morning. On the other hand, there were men who invested all they owned in leases and drilling operations, only to find out that they had nothing to show for their money and efforts but a few dismally dry holes. Can you please not step on that? It's going to break.
What the heck? Earth tea.
Alright. Leases purchased at peak prices one day proved to be utterly valueless the next. It was all a supremely thrilling gamble for staggering stakes, and I plunged into the whirl, hopefully. I had no capital of my own. My personal budget was $100 per month. My first year was anything but profitable. Large oil strikes were being reported regularly, and other wildcatters were bringing in gushers and big producers. But fortune seems to elude me.